So we got Jon Stewart spitting fire.
The eternal promise etched at the feet of Lady Liberty that speaks to our better angels.
The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants.
These people are folks that we should be helping. America welcomes immigrants.
We want people to come here, despite where they came from or despite the circumstances that drove them to this country.
This is a place where the Statue of Liberty sits in the harbor, and we say, bring us your tide, those who are yearning to be free.
Okay, so I know a little bit about this. Apparently, John is going to call them hypocrites because they came out saying that, we're going to welcome all the immigrants in, and the Republicans took advantage of that, and what's his name, Governor Abbott and DeSantis decided to ship their illegal immigrants to those states like New York, California, any other sanctuary city.
Less than an hour ago, a busload of migrants arrived in Los Angeles. They'd been sent to California from Texas. The bus arrived at LA's Union Station this afternoon, and some were later taken to this Catholic church in downtown LA. This is the latest city to receive migrants from Texas. Since last year, Governor Greg Abbott has sent migrants to Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, and Denver. In a tweet today, he says, quote, small Texas border towns remain overrun and overwhelmed because Biden refuses to secure the border. L.A. is a city migrants seek to go to, particularly now its leaders approved its self-declared sanctuary status, end quote. Earlier this month, the state of Florida flew 2 groups of migrants to Sacramento, about 36 people in all. California Attorney General Rob Bonta says he is investigating possible charges against Florida.
They pretty much made their cities kind of become unstable because of the vast amounts of people coming in. So yeah, let's keep going.
Unshakable. Bedrock.
And we say, bring us your tide, those who are yearning to be free.
Unshakable. Bedrock. American values of compassion and empathy. And there is not a damn thing that you can do to change that.
Buses arriving in New York City from Texas, one after another, filled with migrants seeking asylum.
That's all you got? Nice try, Texas, but you heard the mayor. We're New York City. How dare you? No disrespect. But you are never going to change our values because you're afraid. So keep sending those busloads because we got plenty of room in our hearts and in this city.
We have no more room in the city.
Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of funny too because if you think about it, the governors are also doing. I don't understand why they can't reverse it back on them and say, hey, look, you're doing some illegal things too. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to take care of them and ship them back yourself, But, Republicans be doing Republican shit.
What about the yearnings and the tiredness? And the tiredness of those who are doing the yearning?
110,000 migrants. We have to feed, clothe, house, educate the children, wash their laundry sheets. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City.
I mean, they're supposed to be doing our sheets. What's going on around here? What kind of topsy-turvy world are we living in over here? Yes, it turns out in the age-old battle between values and fear, values never had a chance.
Yeah, look, the problem that happens is that they run out of money. They run out of money to house them. They can't, pretty much give them the humanitarian effort to, bathe them, dress them, and process them in time because they're just so overbooked that it's going to take longer for them to actually do something. And that's a problem because there's a quota, right? There's probably a certain quota out there that they do, but this influx of immigrants caused an instability in the state. and especially New York, which is like think about New York. It's like one of the most expensive states out there. That with the rent, like you heard the freaking those those jokes about the you living in a closet and it's worth $2,000.
May be the actual smallest apartment in New York City, but is it even an apartment? All right, so you've got your door right there, perhaps a little desk or something right there, hanging rack, 2 shelves, 1 window, which is where you put an air conditioner as well, and the rest of the space. So that's about 6.5 feet by close to 8 feet. I guess you're putting like an elevated twin bunk bed with a desk or some storage under it, and that's about it. This is currently available for $1,200 a month. At least the ceilings are pretty tall.
So yeah, like New York is one of the worst places to probably like have an influx of them coming in like that. And Jon Stewart is not gonna let this thing go. Of course not. Like they're kind of like, what do they call it? Virtue signaling or something like that, where you make yourself sound like a savior, a hero, but then in the end you get kind of exposed for just being a hypocrite and just blatantly lying about what you really thought, and once shit hit the fan, you got shit on you.